Welcome everyone to RCW Honor. My name's Pat Genie and I am joined on commentary by Jim Maddox as we see Clarence Freedom Walker coming out to open Honor.
Here we go. Freedom Walker, who made a statement last week when he attempted to attack Jacob Williams after his match. We are about to see what Freedom's got for us tonight.
Jacob Williams seemed to be done with Freedom after costing him the Empire Championship against Mason Elliott, but Freedom clearly not finished with Jacob Williams. Freedom coming out, Jacob was trying to attack TJG after their match, and Freedom was not going to let it happen.
I mean, Matt, can you really be surprised? Jacob costing this man championship opportunity. Did you really think that Freedom was just going to let that slide?
Well, we're about to find out exactly what is on the mind of Clarence Freedom Walker.
Good. Do you know how long it took me to get to where I am now? To have so many doubters in my face saying I couldn't do things that I actually accomplished. To get screwed out of bullshit by creative, by the wrestlers, by the fans, by everybody. By you interrupting me and Mason Elliott's match where I beat his ass. He won the championship. A man that can't even cut a promo to save his damn life, that has no charisma. I had to lose to that. Jacob, I want to put you in your place once and for all. Because hell, I'm a damn good wrestler. Better than you, better than the world champion, better than any champion in RCW, Jacob. You know why? Because Freedom has a lot more charisma than anybody on this damn roster. So if you're man enough, face me. Because I'll be waiting, Jacob. I want to have you locked in a damn cell to where you can't try to bullshit your way out. You can't run, you can't hide. It will be me and you, man to man, where I can put you finally in your place.
Clarence, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop everything you're saying because quite honestly, none of it matters. Half the time, you're not making any sense. You're blaming things that don't really make any sense. We get it. You lost to Austin Chandler at WrestleVersary. We get it. You don't like some of the things he said on the way to WrestleVersary. You don't have to keep saying it over and over and over again. We understand. But what I don't understand is why you got in my business last week. Rebirth. You get into my business. I make it even. You lose to Mason Elliott for the Empire Championship. We're even. Then last week, I come out to handle my business. I come out and I dominate. I beat TJG. TJ, real quick. Never talk trash to me again. Never speak to me the way you were speaking to me on social media ever again, or I'll make sure that the beating I was going to lay into you after the match actually does happen. Now, back to Clarence. Now, Clarence, you've decided to start a whole nother slew of problems. As you can tell, I'm not in the arena. So, I see you're out there ready for a fight. I'm not going to come fight you. I fight on my time. I fight when I want to fight. And that is not right now. But right now, this is a pre-taped video. Oh, Jacob Williams right behind Freedom Walker. Oh, he hits him in the neck. Imminent disaster.
Oh my goodness.
Jacob Williams just laid out Freedom Walker.
Took him by surprise, and he's not done. Again, imminent disaster.
Jacob Williams sending a message tonight on RCW Honor. And our next matchup is underway as Concussion Protocol takes on the Mythic Dawn.
Here we go. These two teams ready to go at it. And right now, the Mythic Dawn with the upper hand as Baker Wilcox is thrown into the corner. A tag is made.
And this tag team is Silas Moonchild and Alex DeHara. Alex DeHara was just tagged in by Moonchild. Big boot to the face of Baker Wilcox.
This Alex picking him up, wants to apply some more damage, but Baker Wilcox slips out the back door. Now sends him off the ropes.
Oh, what a headbutt by Wilcox to DeHara. And you gotta wonder if Wilcox has had a history. He's teamed with a steel chair in the past. So, I mean, he's got a history of pretty much going into tag matches by himself. So, after the performance of T to the power of 3 last week, you gotta wonder if Wilcox is gonna look to do the same thing tonight.
I absolutely believe that Baker Wilcox is looking to carry his new partner, T to the power of 3, all the way to the top. And of course, this is the first match in the tag title tournament. So if he could do it again, he could be looking at the tag team championships.
And honestly, with Wilcox being in there with T to the power of 3, I'm really unsure if he's going to be able to make it even past this match.
Well, I am also unsure the Mythic Dawn are going to be able to put Tung Tung to rest. I just don't see it happening.
I mean, we saw what happened last week against Karan Cook when T to the power of 3 was in there, but DeHara with the kick, and now it's Luthez press on Baker Wilcox.
Oh my God. The Baker is in there, a former world heavyweight champion in RCW. So you know this man, very well established. And now look at this, DeHara. This is wildly. Oh my God!
Baker Wilcox just like attempting to snap the neck of DeHara. What a big splash to the outside. And speaking of Baker Wilcox, I attempted to speak to Baker because if you really look back in the record books of RCW, back in December of 2022, Baker Wilcox lost a match to Joshua Blaze. And when he lost that match, Baker was supposed to retire. But as you can see, Baker told me he had absolutely no memory of that ever happening. And well, you see he's still wrestling here tonight.
I mean, if the man forgot, the man forgot. Look at this. T3 with the boot. Oh, my God. I'm sure that Concussion Protocol are in the driver's seat.
Oh, and Baker Wilcox hopping up to the top rope, running off of it, and a big kick to the face of DeHara.
Whoa, look at the emo by Baker Wilcox, but he doesn't realize Silas is in the ring. Oh, my God.
Big lariat to the back of the head of Baker Wilcox. And this may be the turning point that the Mythic Dawn needed in this matchup.
Mythic Dawn would love nothing more than to enter this tag title tournament and make it all the way to the end. And they might have just did it as Baker's driven right on that pile he calls a neck.
Well, you gotta, I don't know, if you really think about it, with all the damage Baker Wilcox already has done to his brain, does a pile driver really do anything to him at this point? Or is it really just a waste?
Pile driver's more targeted to the neck, though.
I mean, he dropped him straight on his head.
That might, you're right. But all that pressure comes down on the neck now. discussing the specifications of a pile driver as Silas is tagged right back into the match. What is this?
Oh, big neck breaker to Baker Wilcox. Wilcox has really done a lot of the fight alone. T3 has barely even been legal in this match.
Oh, look at this. And I guess Silas heard you because he's dragging T3 right into the mix. Gotta give T3 credit though. He did get that huge big boot.
Oh my God, almost dropping his face on the apron. Wilcox looking in big trouble.
Alex is not the legal man. He's got to be careful.
And Wilcox back in the ring.
This is
big
running chop.
Now Silas sending T3 back out of the ring. And for another chop. Wilcox though trying to make a fight back. Move out of the way.
Sidesteps. Oh my God!
What a Frankensteiner by Baker Wilcox. Oh, kick to the face though by
Silas is barely even staggered. Gets caught though. Oh my God!
What a backbreaker by the former world champion, and a big clothesline by Silas, dropping Wilcox. Sends him into the corner. Splash on Baker.
Splash in the corner. And Silas has just been all over Baker in this one. Baker, he made the tag!
Here comes T to the power of three.
Tongue sword!
Oh no.
No! Silas
just dropping him on his head.
Oh my God!
Cover. 1, 2, 3. And the Mythic Dawn advance to the semifinals of the tag team title tournament as they will take on either Legion or the Apex in the next round. And look at that, Baker Wilcox. Gotta agree, Jim. Baker did everything he could. T3 got in, tried to go blow for blow with Silas Moonchild and gets dropped on his head, and that was it.
He fought valiantly, but tonight the winners are the Mythic Dawn.
Oh, the lights just went out. Where did they come from? Hunter Andrews, Cabal, and who is that girl that's with them? Hunter Andrews, of course, the former Empire champion, but we got to move on to our next matchup. And now it is time for the open challenge for Mason Elliott and the Empire title.
Empire champion. Mason Elliott last week was able to put down Steve Crossley in his open challenge, and once again he looks to it again.
Mason Elliott looking to continue to prove himself as the RCW Empire champion. You got to think week after week of putting his body on the line, putting in the Empire title on the line, has got to catch up to him at some point.
Well, for now, as it stands, Mason's done a great job as we think he deserves to be the Empire champion, and he's not a I love to see a fighting champion.
But now we find out who it will be to challenge Mason Elliott for that Empire Championship.
Waiting patiently.
You're in my domain, got the whole crowd screaming out our name. It's a blowout, it's a hurricane, it's over before you know it. Why you shaking?
Well, this is a man we haven't seen for a very long time. Former RCW Reloaded International Champion Ryan Carter makes his RCW return.
It is time for the return of Ryan Carter. Like you said, Pat, a man we haven't seen in a very long time. And this is going to be a hell of a challenge. Mason Elliott as the higher breed is back in RCW.
Ryan Carter, of course, has been in RCW since our very first show back in August of 2020. Ryan Carter tagged with Will Sparrow, is a team at that time known as UK's Finest, in a match against, I believe, it may have been Logan Caldwell and Donovan Gray for the RCW Tag Team Championships, where they fell short. But tonight, Ryan Carter looks to win his second singles championship as he tries to gain the Empire title.
Yeah, it's serious. Hear the sirens. We're victorious. I'm telling you. Take a swing, I can take a hit. If we.
And it is up for grabs, the RCW Empire Championship, a title that's been held by men like Hunter Andrews, who we just saw make his RCW return, men like the Falcon Flynn Hall, who's in our main event tonight, a championship that's been held by guys like Jacob Williams, guys like Zane Kirk, but tonight it is up for grabs.
So much lineage behind that title. These two guys are about to go to war to see who can leave this arena as the champ.
Mason Elliott taking a look at the title for what could be the very last time. Very risky in an open challenge setting. The referee holds the title up. These two know what this match is for. They know how much needs to be put in to a championship match. And here we go. Ryan Carter, Mason Elliott, Empire Championship. Oh, and Ryan Carter slapping away the handshake and a big European uppercut.
Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. What an opener.
The higher breed, Ryan Carter, not really surprising me that he would slap away a handshake from a guy like Mason Elliott, a guy who is a hardcore wrestler, a guy who's more of a brawler, while Ryan Carter believes himself to be, like you said, a higher breed of man, a higher breed of professional wrestler.
Oh my fucking God. Just wailing on him.
Ryan Carter showing why he believes he is superior. Gotta wonder if that's something that could catch up to him, though. It's been a very long time since we've seen Ryan Carter.
Well, I understand that Mason Elliott wants to prove that he is a fighting-worthy champion, but I think tonight he might have just bit off a little bit more than he could chew. Because Ryan Carter has been put into BTA this entire match. Look at the way he just threw him, Pat.
And Ryan Carter, you can see the confidence in his face. You can see every single thing he does, he believes in what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Everything seems to have intent to what Ryan Carter does. Oh, holding on after that suplex, got him back up into a vertical stalling suplex in the middle of the ring. Ryan Carter looking for that big splash. Mason Elliott that time moved out of the way. Elliott went for it.
Opportunity for Mason to get back into this match.
Mason just seems disoriented. He may be getting caught off guard by Ryan Carter.
Mason wisely gonna roll to the apron. Take a breather. It's just all over him tonight.
Carter Big suplex off the apron, back into the ring. Mason Elliott, though, trying to stay somewhat in this match with, like you just saw again, just disoriented. This is what happens when you don't know who you're coming into the ring with on a weekly basis.
Oh, but look at this. Mason, oh my God. Drives him on top of his head.
Big high angle DDT from Mason Elliott. Like you said, yeah, dropping Ryan Carter on his head. Maybe trying to find something that's going to get him back in this match.
Oh my God, again, just slapping Mason Elliott. How disrespectful is Ryan Carter here?
Mason Elliott. Oh, now just hammering away at the top of the head of Ryan Carter. Elliott maybe trying to get a breather. Just wiping the dew across the face of Ryan Carter. And the jab, Carter not allowing it to move around. Forearm.
He's got an opening.
Got him up in an electric chair. What's he doing? Drops him down. Discus forearm to the back of the head of the higher breed. Ooh, Enziguri.
Look at this. Trapping the arms. Pat, look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Carter getting Elliott back to his feet yet again. What a spine buster! Covered by Carter. 1, 2. No. Mason Elliott barely able to get the shoulder up. Elliott looked like he was trying to get out of the ring, but Ryan Carter on top of him. Elliott, big discus forearm to the jaw of the challenger, Ryan Carter. What's he going for here? Drops him! But can Elliott get to the pinfall? Only able to get one arm, but he's in the ropes. Hitting his best shot, but Ryan Carter's foot being under the rope may have just sealed the fate of Mason Elliott with how this match is going. Nearly taking off the head of Elliott. Oh no, this is it. If he lands this, spear, no DDT! No! Elliott picking Carter to his feet. Big hip toss. Mason Elliott
now. Just looking for big snap jabs. Piecing him up. Carter though still in it. Oh, big punches and bunches. Just going back and forth with these two.
Mason Elliott.
How do either one of these guys put the other down?
Oh, it looks like Elliott may be looking to try.
Here it is! Psycho Vision! It lands!
Foot not under the rope this time, too. And Mason Elliott retains the Empire title.
Got it.
That was not looking good for Mason Elliott, but he was able to scratch and claw and find his opening to retain his title tonight on Honor.
Congratulations, champ.
Ellis Sky, this is getting sad. You out here talking about Flint Hall, hyping up Ice Prince like they the main event, and the whole time you dodging Dan Lee like he don't exist. Nah, don't sugarcoat it. You ducking him straight up, and I get it. Flint Hall and Ice Prince aren't gonna put you through hell, but Dan Lee, that's a man that bring you to hell and back. That's a problem you can't get away from. You call yourself the champion, right? The standard. Man, cut the bullshit right now. You just a dude hiding behind other names, hoping nobody notices who the hell you not mentioning. Dan Lee ain't optional. He ain't some side conversation. He's the one you keep avoiding, and it's loud as hell. You see, Ellis, you keep speaking on other people like Dan Lee isn't the guy that put you through the ringer. It isn't fucking Isaac Spencer, and it isn't fucking Flint Hall. There's a reason you're pushing Dan to the side, because you know what is going to happen when you get in a ring with him again. And you're calling Dan Lee unimportant? Was he unimportant when he left you laying at Rebirth? Was he unimportant when he had your face all bloody at Rebirth? Dan Lee is a guy that can't be pushed aside. Dan Lee is a guy that can't be overlooked. And one thing that Dan is not going to be is overlooked by Ellis Sky. You're supposed to be a fighting champion, right? You're supposed to be the guy to push us into the next era, right? So how come guys like Isaac Spencer and Flint Hall are getting your attention? Because you know they aren't going to do the same amount of damage as Dan did. You are afraid, Ellis. You tell all the people at home bullshit about how you're going to carry this company, and anybody with common sense knows that's not true. Everyone will see that real soon. Ellis, this is your final warning. There won't be any more after this one. If you don't get what we're asking for, hell is going to pay.
You hear this guy? Nah, I can't listen to this bullshit anymore. Hakeem's talking like Dan Lee's him. Yeah, if only if Dan Lee could have the balls to say it himself. Nobody's buying what you're selling, buddy. Let me make something real clear. Those buzzwords, they don't spike my cortisol. I can see right through you. You're nothing but a wimp. You're not even a problem to me. You walk around like you belong at the top, like you earned something. You haven't earned a damn thing. You're just fake confidence wrapped up in a decent promo. That's it. So let me simplify this for you. Fault line. You, me. No speeches, no acting, and no hiding behind a manager. Just you standing across the one person who was everything you wished you were. And then when I'm finally through with you, I don't want to hear another damn word about Dan Lee. I'll see you soon, bud.
And now we've got a television championship qualifying match as Grog takes on Ryder Vex. Two men making their RCW debuts tonight on Honor.
These two guys got a lot to prove in there, and they're both going to show us that they have what it takes to potentially become television champion. Looks like Ryder wanted to go for a lockup, but look at that Grog!
I don't think Grog knew what Ryder Vex was doing whenever he was trying to lock up with him. I think he was a little bit confused.
I can understand that. Ryder Vex now.
Oh,
Look at that!
360 frog splash. One.
And a move.
Grog gets his shoulder up.
Again, Ryder Vex is just jumping on top of Grog to deliver some strikes. Ryder Vex has been all over the caveman tonight.
Leapfrog. Leapfrog again.
Oh. Tosses him with the body scissors.
Ryder Vex, very new on the scene. This is his first ever match. You just gotta wonder how he's gonna fare in RCW with him being so new.
Well, you know, Ryder has been down in the RCW Pro Wrestling Academy, so he's learned everything that it takes to be a potential top competitor in RCW, but it all starts right here. And look at Vex pacing up Grog.
I mean, yeah, honestly, I wasn't too sure what to think the first day I saw Ryder Vex walk into RCW Academy. But Ryder Vex showing right now everything he's learned and showing that he wants to be a very capable competitor that's going to win championships for years to come as he tries to get into his first title opportunity tonight.
Grog just shutting Vex down.
Grog just digging his claws into the trapezius muscle of Ryder Vex. Oh, Vex moved out of the way. Grog now moving out of the way. Here,
Grog is shaping up in this match.
I mean, honestly, if you're Ryder Vex, you just want to stay out of the grasp of Grog. Grog, you got to think, is going to outpower you if you're Ryder. So if you can stay away, if you can outspeed him like he has a lot of this match, that is going to be his strategy to win.
Almost stomped there by Vex. Vex once again headed to the top rope, showing off some of that high thing. Prowess decides against it, in fact. Grog to his feet, though. Oh, Ryder has it scouted. Look at this. Saito suplex.
Ryder Vex maybe deciding that right then and there was not the right time to take that kind of risk. That's kind of one of the things I preached to him. Whenever he was in training, that's kind of one of the things he struggled with. I told Ryder, there are certain times where you don't take those kinds of risks. And it looked like Ryder listened to me at least at that point of time.
It's smart. You don't have to throw yourself out there like that. Sometimes you can just play it safe and try to make sure you just win the match. Once again, Grog goes for the boot. Ryder out of the way. Got him caught. Here it is. Vex driver.
Cover now on Grog. Could be in deep, deep trouble too. No, Grog gets the shoulder up.
Ryder Vex was at one of his biggest moves. He might be closing in on victory. Puts him on the ropes now. Here comes Vex.
Big drop kick.
Drop kick. Here he goes again.
Another
drop
one.
Kick again.
That one straight to the face of Grog. Oh, and it not paying off, and now Grog looking to take advantage, but once again.
Grog was able to just barely move out of the way. And now he's got the advantage of this one.
Oh, Ryder.
Look at the way that Grog is dwarfing Ryder Vex. Wait a minute, he caught him. Here it is. There's one. There's two. Ride or die.
And
it lands.
Ryder Vex hits the jackpot with that one, and that could be the end of Grog's night. 1, 2, 3. What a win in the debut of Ryder Vex against Grog tonight on Honor. And next up, we've got tag team title quarterfinal action as the Naughty List goes up against the Certified Steppas.
Here we go, Pat. Really excited to see this one. You know, Richard Johnson is a former, star in RCW. He's well known to this crowd. He decided to bring in his brother Dick. Whenever he heard RCW was making a comeback, he told his brother Dick to come along with him, and he's joining the tag team scene. And speaking of Dick, Dick Christmas is in the ring for the first time.
And now Dick Christmas tagging in his brother Richard Johnson. The Naughty List looking for a big double back body drop. Just dropping one member of the Certified Steppas. There are more members outside of these two.
Johnson being sent all the way to the outside of the ring. Tags made.
Looking to come after him outside of the ring, as Brio is his name, goes after him.
Can Johnson sit into the barricades by Brio?
And this is the tag team debut for Brio and Dizzy Doc in RCW. Once again, like I said, known as the Certified Steppas.
Matt, your mic got really loud there for a second. I don't know, start with you. But yeah, the Certified Steppas look to make a statement if they can advance to the semifinals.
Sending Richard Johnson. Or is that Richard Johnson? That is Richard Johnson. They are two very similar men.
Well, they are twin brothers.
Why don't they have the same last name?
They do. So the thing is, they're both named Richard Johnson. Actually, both of their legal names are Richard Johnson. Dick Christmas was born 5 minutes later, so he had to step down into the station.
Oh, so
Dick Christmas is Richard Johnson.
I'm guessing they were born on Christmas. So Richard Johnson was born on Christmas Eve, and then Dick Christmas was born 5 minutes later on Christmas Day.
Yes, Richard Johnson was born on Christmas Eve at 11:55 p.m.
Okay. All right,
and
well.
Now Dick Christmas.
Going right at Brio. Brio with a big headbutt. Sends him to the corner. Bringing in his partner. Sends him off. Oh, big splash.
Oh!
Sending him out. Big lariat. Taking down Dick Christmas. Oh, Dick Christmas!
Christmas!
1, 2, 3!
Got him!
The naughty list advances.
Wrap him up just like a Christmas present. Dick Christmas and Richard Johnson have advanced to the semifinals.
So now we know the semifinals will consist of the naughty list, Mythic Dawn, Legion, and the Apex.
So much for making millions. Seems like I've seen a billion nights. Oh, but Philly, you've been the friend I never knew. Philly, your brother love was always true. Philly, you've been beside me, bright or blue. Brother Philly, shit, you'll never win. Sister Philly. Love Dragonfly. I've been walking this path, but I somehow forgot my way back to a place where I'm not alone. I'm scared and I'm cold on this never-ending road. Why don't belong? Think I've been so wrong. I don't believe another day, 'cause every day is all the same. And I'm sick of this game when it's all sinking deeper and deeper, and everything.
How's everyone doing?
Stop.
Two.
Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, wants to hear you speak. You sound like you just had a damn stroke. So do everyone a favor and just shut your mouth and listen. I've been waiting for this day for the last 3 years. Actually, to be more specific, 1,197 days. I have waited to look you in the eye and tell you that you didn't deserve that win. I beat myself. I could have pinned you after that last pedigree, but instead I was too cocky, and I wanted to kick your ass some more, and look at where that got me. standing here with an inbred, redneck piece of garbage who can't speak into a microphone to save his own life. And for some reason, he thinks he's better than me? But unfortunately for you, I've had a breakthrough. See, I've been wondering, why can't Zane Kirk get the job done? He couldn't do it against Lane Conley and Dan Lee, couldn't do it at Breakout, and he sure as hell couldn't do it any time before that. But then it hit me. I've been dragged down by this name that was forced upon me. So as of this moment, I'm no longer Zane Kirk. No, I'm using my God-given name. So Kyler, you won't be facing Zane Kirk. You'll be facing the most legendary man in RCW history, Zane Grey.
And the next television championship qualifier is underway. P-Stew makes his RCW debut against former Intercontinental Champion, former Hardcore Champion, former United States Champion, Tristan Sinister.
It is great to have Tristan back in RCW, but it's also great to see the debut of new talent. P-Stew is in there. He's got a lot to prove, and these two guys have an opportunity to advance to Fault Line for potentially becoming the new TV champ.
P-Stew with that big corkscrew moonsault off the top rope. But he's in there with a veteran in this game. He's in there with somebody who's been in RCW. He's in there with someone who's been doing this for a long time in comparison. And that's got to be a major player for a guy like Tristan Sinister to be able to have that experience factor over P-Stew.
I do agree with you, Pat, there, that Tristan does have the experience when it comes to RCW. I'm not too knowledgeable on what P-Stew's done and where he's been, but it's totally possible that P-Stew's also been his own force to be reckoned with on the independent scene. So we're going to see what P-Stew can bring to the table. But right now, it's looking like Sinister drives that knee right into his stomach. Look at this! Spinebuster!
And Tristan Sinister has wins over guys like Flynn Hall. When Tristan was the Intercontinental Champion, Flynn was the Empire Champion. They had a champion versus champion match, and Tristan Sinister was the victor. So Tristan's flirted with beating guys in main event picture, but was just never able to get there himself.
P-Stew hits those ropes and just, oh my god, like a running chokehold. Nice knee. Good offense.
And Sinister crawling up into the corner. P-Stew getting some momentum, just driving his entire body into the chest of Tristan Sinister.
Look at P-Stew!
What athleticism shown by P-Stew, ducking under the chop. Went for a knee, wasn't able to get it. Sinister just big blow to the back of the shoulder and the back of P-Stew.
Look at this Stew now. It's reversed. Sinister. Oh my goodness. Just takes him down with that boot.
Jawbreaker by Sinister. Oh, and Sinister 6!
Oh my goodness.
1, 2, no!
That move, so well known in RCW. So the kick out of it is a real testament to the resilience of P-Stew.
P-Stew looking to stay in this match. He's had his moments, but just you can see the experience factor of Tristan Sinister's definitely come into play in this match. A big neck breaker. Tristan Sinister got his career started, I believe, back in like 2018 or 2019 in a company called SWE. Made his way to RCW when it started back in 2020. So a lot of experience for Tristan Sinister. brain
Oh my
buster.
God! Like a package brainbuster type deal.
Now Peace Stew sending Sinister off the rope. Hurricane Rana drives him down. Peace Stew. Lariat outside of the ring. What's he going for here?
We're gonna see it.
Peace Stew showing off the athleticism again. Just laying out Sinister, throwing him back in the ring. What's he going for here? Peace Stew up to the top rope. Maybe going to look for another high-risk maneuver.
Pay off.
Oh, Sinister moved out of the way. Got him up into a fireman's carry. What's he going to do here? Oh, big, like, fireman's carry there. Oh, what's he going for here? Peace Stew got him up.
Uh-oh.
Electric chair driver. 1, 2, no!
Sinister still alive. Seems like Peace 2 has not been that affected by it morally. Still going to get back into the fight on this one.
Going for a chop. Just trying to put more damage on Tristan Sinister. Sinister. Peace Stew looking to have firm control at the moment. Sends him into the corner. Oh, maybe that little bit of hesitation gave Sinister time. Sinister. Oh, drops him.
Like an F5 type move there.
1, 2, 3, and Sinister picks up the win.
That will allow him.
Elijah. Hey, buddy. You know, you've seen what happened last week, right? I mean, of course, you was there. Your back was on the mat, and you was looking up into the lights. It only took 3 sweet seconds to prove that I should have beat you at Rebirth. But that's fine, because I beat you on Honor. So you know what that means? That means that I should have the championship match. That you should defend your Intercontinental title against me. Because not only did I pin you, I proved that you are a poser, a fraud, a shut up, I am talking. Back to what I was saying, Elijah. You will defend that title against me at Fault Line. We will do this one last time. And if you're a fighting champion, then I would assume that you will accept this challenge. So, I'll see you at the pay-per-view, buddy.
Eli. Elijah Casey. Nice to meet you, Austin Chandler. You know, I've taken an interest in you in these past weeks, man. And I've noticed something. You walk around with that Intercontinental Championship like it proves something. Like it means you've arrived. But it doesn't. It means you've been noticed. And around here in RCW, being noticed is the most dangerous place you can be. Because now everybody's watching you. They're studying you, waiting for the exact moment you slip so that they can take that title and leave you as just another what could have been. And the worst part about it, you don't even see it coming. That's not an insult. No. It's just inexperience. See, I've lived this. I've been the guy they've tried to replace. I've been the standard that they couldn't reach. And when you're at the top, Eli, you don't survive by just being the best wrestler in the business. You survive by being the smartest man in the room. And that's where I come in. I'm not here to take your spotlight. No. I'm here to protect it. Because right now, you're alone. And champions who stand alone, they don't usually stay champions. You think that locker room respects you? They don't. They're circling you, smiling in your face, shaking your hand, waiting for their shot to humble you. But me? No, I don't need to wait. Because I see exactly what you are. And more importantly, I see exactly what you could become with the right people standing behind you. You know, Legion didn't become the most dominant force in RCW history by accident. We didn't hold gold, break records, and run through this place with hesitation. No. We did it because we understood something you don't yet. Power is never truly held by one man. It's controlled by a unit. See, here's the truth, Elijah. You can keep doing this your way. Fighting that fight alone. Pretending that that title makes you untouchable. And when you fall, they'll never remember that you even held it. Or you can stand with me. Hell, stand with Legion and turn that target on your back into a warning to everyone else. I'm not here to fight you, kid. I'm here to make sure nobody else can. But understand this. If you say no, you're not just rejecting help. You're choosing to stand in the way of something inevitable. And when Legion decides that title belongs to us, one way or another, I won't be offering guidance anymore. I'll be taking it. So think carefully, champ. Do you want to be hunted, or do you want to run with the wolves?
Now it is main event time. I am now joined on commentary by the RCW champion, Ellis Sky. And here comes Icy Spicy Isaac Spencer. Ellis, you have a lot of history with this man. So I'm sure it would mean a lot to you to finally step foot against him in an RCW ring.
First, thank you, Pat, for having me tonight. And secondly, when it comes to Isaac Spencer, I wrestle him everywhere across the world. He is no stranger to me. But wrestling him here in RCW, that's something completely different. So tonight, I'm fully expecting either for him or Flynn to absolutely give it their all. And no matter who wins, I will be game to wrestle whoever.
And Ellis, something I wanted to ask you about, because this is what's bringing it up in my head. Isaac Spencer and Flynn Hall is a WrestleVersary 3 rematch. The last time when we saw you at WrestleVersary 3, we saw you get on your knee and we saw you hit Lane Conley below the belt. How do we know you're not the same guy that we saw do that at WrestleVersary 3?
Yeah, you know what, Pat? I can't even fault you for even asking the question, because I'm pretty sure there's some people out there who are asking the same. And quite frankly, at that time, I will admit, I did not have the mindset. I wasn't focused. I was desperate. I did not want Lane to have that moment, and that is on me. But in order for me to show that I'm not the same person, obviously, I need to show that through action.
Well, here comes the man who disrespected you just last week. Flynn Hall, former member of arguably the greatest faction in RCW history, 3 world champions in the industry. Flynn Hall would argue that you were always number 2. I don't know if he was insinuating that he was number 1, but Jacob Williams would probably have something heavily to say about that. I know you have a history with him. We saw him earlier tonight, everything going on with him and Clarence Freedom Walker. But tonight, Flynn Hall looking to get back into World Heavyweight Championship contention, back into RCW Championship contention, and get his win back against Isaac Spencer.
Yeah, this is a match that I have been anticipating for it to be something spectacular, probably even better than their match they had at WrestleVersary 3. But there's only one question though. It's when it comes to Flynn and when it comes to Isaac, these two always have answers for one another. So it's going to be really interesting to see who can do what and who can counter what, because it has been some time since these two last wrestled.
Well, these two now going face to face. The bell has rung. The match is underway. Ellis Sky on commentary. There's no Jim Maddox. Ellis Sky took his seat at the booth. Jim Maddox had to go back to a meeting because there are some things that will be announced very soon coming to RCW that Jim Maddox is going to have a strong hand in. So we're going to see where that goes. So Jim Maddox is dealing with that while we are here for the main event of Honor between Isaac Spencer and Flynn Hall, where the winner will take on Ellis Sky in the main event of Fault Line.
These two absolutely trading holds.
Yeah, I kind of wonder. I was kind of wondering going into this match, how are these two gonna go into? Oh, big elbows by Flynn Hall. I was wondering, is this gonna be a technical match? Is this gonna be something where they're trading holds, or is this gonna be a fight? You never know with two men that have history like these two do.
It's absolutely going to be a mix of all three. These two want this championship that I am currently holding right now. It is a pretty and a beautiful title. I'm not even going to let this shit go. But I can't take anything away from these two's passion because they want this championship, so they're going to show why they want it.
I understand that. And I mean, Flynn Hall is someone you've never stepped in the ring with. Isaac Spencer, like we talked about before, someone you've clashed with many times. What is the difference in strategy between going into a match with Flynn Hall, potentially, versus going into a match with Isaac Spencer, who you've seen so many times?
The thing is, Isaac is dirty. Isaac will do things to get what he needs done in the ring. He will scratch your eyes. He will take off turnbuckle posts. He'll expose the steps. He'll do absolutely anything it takes to win. But when it comes to Flynn, he doesn't need to do any of that because he relies on his pure strategy and his technicality. So that is the main differences between Isaac and Flynn at this moment. Isaac will even it out by being dirty, but Flynn is smart enough to counter all of that and use his technicality.
Last few times we've seen Flynn Hall has had some rough goings. He had a loss at WAW Declaration to Kyler Dillon. He had that loss to Isaac Spencer at WrestleVersary. just a string of not so great performances, you could say. He did have that win at Aftermath at the very last RCW show that we had, but gotta think on how that may be weighing on the mind of Flynn Hall to try to get back in the win column tonight against Isaac Spencer.
Yeah, that gives Isaac something that he needs to think about, because Flynn is absolutely going to do whatever it takes to get himself back on track. He is motivated. He knows what he needs to do. But the thing is, Isaac, Jesus, that didn't look good at all.
Oh, big super kick by Isaac Spencer. Isaac going high risk, going for a cover. 1, 2, no, kick out at 1 by Flynn Hall.
I was just saying how Isaac plays dirty, but this dude is pulling out moonsaults. I don't even know what to say to that.
Honestly, I haven't really seen Isaac be too dirty in this match. I feel like this is really a match of one-upsmanship. I feel like Isaac feels himself like he's got something to prove. He said that he wants to make RCW his home. He wants to make RCW the place where he lays his head. But he's got to be able to prove that he's got what it takes. This is a completely different territory than anywhere he's ever been before.
The thing is, last time me and Isaac wrestled, I was the victor, obviously. But when it comes to Isaac, I think he knows that. I think he knows the last couple of times me and him wrestled, it did not go his way. So maybe now he's a little bit more motivated to come and try to take my championship here in RCW, because this place is my home, and I will refuse and I will not let this home be his.
As Spencer picking Flynn back to his feet, now just dragging him to the ropes. What's he going for here? Oh, Flynn got the elbow up, now taking that springboard. Oh, dropping him down with that elbow, caving into the chest of Isaac Spencer. Side headlock once again. Just using all his body weight to wrench on the head, trying to take away any energy Isaac Spencer may have right now.
And there goes Flynn showboating.
Flynn taking to the sky, springboard into the frog splash. Cover now, 1. No. Big main event feel tonight, anytime the RCW Championship is involved. Got him.
What are we going for here?
Oh, dropping him on his head. Cover by Spencer, 2. Flynn gets the shoulder up.
That was so close right there. That was so close.
Both of these men got to be wondering at this point, what does it take to put the other away? Now Isaac Spencer, going for what's known in RCW as a dragonfly. Cover now on Flynn, 1, 2, no.
I always hated that dragonfly shit.
You gotta wonder if, Flynn Hall stole that move from Tyler Dillon. You gotta wonder, though, if Isaac's doing that move to try to disrespect Flynn Hall. Wouldn't surprise me knowing Isaac Spencer for the time that I have.
Ooh.
Taking Flynn
almost took Flynn's head clean off.
Sending Flynn into the corner. Going for here, tossing him out. Flynn Hall rolls through. Big splash by the Falcon. Flynn just showing that confidence.
Celebrating early? I wouldn't count Isaac out yet, Flynn. I wouldn't do that.
Setting Isaac up on the top rope. Oh, big super kick. What is Flynn going for? Flynn calling Isaac to his feet. Hammering away Isaac. Oh, once again. You can just see the disdain in the eyes these men have for each other. And he's sending him out of the ring.
I don't think Isaac is appreciating any of the disrespect that Flynn has given him by celebrating early.
Oh my gosh, taking him out. What athleticism shown by Isaac Spencer. Now, Ellis, I have to ask you, while I have you here.
They're getting a little bit too close. I'm going to need them to take it right back to the ring. Thank you.
I don't know if this is something you're going to want to comment on right now. I know you've got a lot riding on this match, but Dan Lee has come out here 2 straight weeks calling you out for that RCW championship. Of course, he was challenged to a match at Fault Line by Noah White, but how do you feel about Dan Lee continuously talking about you, talking about what he did to you, and wanting that RCW title?
Pat. You keep saying that what Dan Lee's been saying is not Dan Lee. It's Hakeem, that bald-headed little bastard always has something to say. You know, the day that I hear Dan Lee speak will be the day that RCW goes down under cold hell, and that's never going to happen, okay? Dan is mute. I don't ever think he will talk. But for what Hakeem has said, absolutely it does not matter. It's cannon fodder. It's gibberish. I can't sit here and give it any attention. But the only thing I care about is the fact that I have to give Dan Lee a receipt. He did attack me after the semifinal match, and I cannot let that slide at all. So it doesn't matter what Hakeem says, because personally, Dan Lee isn't that important for me to pay attention to.
Once again, another Dragonfly laying out Flynn Hall by Isaac Spencer. Cover 1, 2. Flynn once again getting the shoulder up. The one thing I also wanted to ask you is one of your proteges, Elijah Casey. I know he's had his issues with another one of your former proteges, Aaron DRC, but we saw Austin Chandler trying to recruit Elijah Casey into Legion. What do you think about that?
Elijah has a good head on his shoulders. He will do what he thinks is right, but the whole thing with Aaron, I wrestled Aaron almost 3 years ago. No, a little over 3 years ago. And to be fair, that kid is a headache and a half. So I'm pretty sure Elijah will be able to handle Aaron. But I don't think Elijah will consider joining Legion. It's not in his character to do it. And I'll be shocked if he did.
Isaac Spencer looking to turn this match around. Big blows to the gut of the Falcon, Flynn Hall. Now Flynn trying to pull away from Isaac. Isaac's got to get a hold of him. A big drop kick to the knee. Spins him around. Going over, reverse DDT. Cover now on Isaac Spencer. 1, 2, no!
I see bruises and welts lighting up on these two guys. They're just throwing everything they have at one another.
Big arm drag by the Falcon. It's Flynn. Oh, now Isaac trying to get back on him. Ducking under Flynn. Sends him to the corner. Up to the top rope. Once again, that big super kick laying out Isaac Spencer. Flynn Hall. What's he looking for? No counter.
He's not going to let him get that move off. That is smart from Isaac to do that.
What a forearm there by Flynn. Big knee by Isaac. Oh my God.
God damn.
Just throwing haymakers at each other. Trying to do whatever they can to put each other away. Flynn Hall could be in deep trouble at this point in the match. You got to think. Oh, now both men trading shots. I think Isaac just barely missed that last chop. Flynn, blow to the gut, big knee. That might have just knocked Isaac Spencer clean out cold. Flynn Hall, complete shot. We've seen him win many of matches with that move. That could be it for Isaac Spencer.
Exhaustion out of that move. Took everything out of
Flynn Hall. 1, 2. Flynn just let the pin go. Isaac didn't kick out. Now Flynn talking trash. Oh no. Flynn. Boot the bastard.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's it. That has to be it.
1, 2, 3. And Flynn Hall will go one-on-one. What do you mean? Ellis, what are you doing? Why are you taking off your head? Oh my God. Ellis is working on getting his headset off. But Flynn Hall will go one-on-one with the RCW champion Ellis Sky at RCW Fault Line.
Congratulations, fam. Looks like it's going to be Ellis Sky versus Flynn Hall at Fault Line. That match appealed to me. It was exciting. Well, that was before you had a few choice words. That was before you called me being a standard as average. But yet, you call yourself the Falcon. But all I see is that you just some random bird that forgot how to flap its wings. You stand there and you talk about wanting to elevate my championship if you was the winner, right? And you said things about helping others rise to new heights. But then in the same breath, you admit the truth. You always rise above them. You always stand alone at the top. That is not leadership. That is not elevation. That right there, my friend, is ego. It is narcissism wrapped up as a fake to be mocked as inspiration. You don't lift people up, Flynn. You step on them to make sure that you're the one who looks higher. At least, that's what you tell yourself. Because you look at me as number 2, but weren't you the same man who could even be number 2 in the industry? Yeah. And right now, in this current moment, you are looking at somebody who is better than you. Right here in this moment, you're looking at the RCW World Champion. You're looking at the standard, the bar, the ceiling that you will never break through. You see, I don't claim to elevate this championship because I am the elevation. Every time I step into this ring, I'll redefine what it means to be a pro wrestler. This championship means the world to me. And I don't need pretty words or hollow promises to prove it, because I do every single time I wrestle. But you, a Falcon, you don't act like one. So, you have the opportunity at Fault Line. It is fight or flight. Do you stay grounded? Do you play it safe? Do you protect your ego? Or are you going to fly off? Are you going to take the dive that you are so much right now pretending that you are capable of doing so? Because beating Isaac is one thing, but attempting to beat me is a whole nother. So, Flynn, if you fight, you risk everything. And if you fly, you still fall. Because I am not just the man holding this title. I am the limit. I am your limit. and you do not rise above me. You just crash into me.